Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Lifeline for Linear, a mutual aid marathon raising money for LinearC. Thank you so much for your patience and for hanging around with us, however long you've been here today. If you're just arriving, this is an excellent time to be here because we are about to bring you a run that I am extremely excited for as a Ryoga Gotoku fan myself. This is Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, beginner any percent with PopNoTarts. Ikuze!
Hi, I'm Pop. It's been a while since I've run this game, so when I got invited to this event, I was super excited to run it again, and I am also a huge fan of RGG's games. Pirate Yakuza tomorrow. I'm super
Yes.
excited. I'm also joined by my lovely co-hosts, Big B's and Cypherin.
Hello, everybody. It is Bees here, your happy, helpful harbinger of hype. I'm excited to be here.
Hello, hello. Good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you hail from. Cypherin here. Happy to be on the couch for Pop and supporting Linear.
All right. And what we'll do here is I'll give a countdown before the timer starts because there is uh, a time to start. And keep in mind, there will be a lot of banter, a lot of jokes.
I was going to say banter. We're good at that.
Yeah,
A lot of people that are either, well, according to Pop, just being sent to the hospital with minor, nicks, or to, my opinion, I think they're getting obliterated and put in the grave. But
we'll let chat decide.
We'll let chat decide. Yeah.
Yeah, chat will see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The work of fiction, by the way.
Yeah, no, this is the Like a Dragon universe. Gunshots are never fatal, but when you beat someone up with your bare hands, that's the ultimate deciding factor.
Yep. Yeah, this is definitely a work of fiction because you can't run through the streets just throwing hands on everybody.
Not with that attitude.
Oh, well, you know what? That's my B. All right, so we're just gonna we're gonna knock all these tutorial items out of the
slippery
way.
Yeah, this is initially a tutorial fight that gets us used to the controls here. You see Pop dealing with these enemies, or at least when they want to cooperate. Summoning yes, we're Spider-Man for a moment, summoning this thread to pull enemies, whip them around, do whatever.
Yeah, it's our secret agent sticky hand.
Yeah, the spider hook is a neat thing in theory, and it's interesting that they keep finding ways to switch up the basic combat loop in Like a Dragon games, but I don't know for the speed run. I felt that casually I didn't end up using it very much.
Really?
Yeah, am I going to be proven wrong?
Oh yeah, welcome to Like a Spider-Man.
All right then, I'm looking forward to it.
But fun fact, there's actually a trophy for using the spider web. If you throw someone off the bridge, which we'll be going to in just a couple of, actually in the next chapter when we're taking care of some homeless scammers, you get a nice trophy. I think it's called like going for a swim, something like that. But you have to use the spider gadget in order to unlock it. You cannot just casually throw them while in the other fighting style, which I found to be very interesting. I'm like, okay, you're forcing me to be an agent to get this trophy.
And we're doing a little more tutorial work here just to get the basics of the game taken care of. Also to watch is Joryu, because this is definitely isn't Kiryu.
I was listening out for that.
Well, I mean, obviously it's not Kiryu, you know.
Right.
Kiryu's dead.
His glasses are off. He's Kiryu right now.
Oh my god. It is him.
We did say that. Glasses off, it's Kiryu.
That's true. Okay. So Kiryu right now. You can see all the gentle nap time encouraging that Pop's doing out here to all these baddies.
That ain't nap time. They dying. I'm telling you.
What are you talking? Look, that was just a throw on the ground and then a baton straight to the dome.
Straight to the dome. Look, he ain't moving, he ain't twitching. No,
yeah.
no.
He's perfectly still. He's tuckered out. Now I will say, we're gonna get to the part coming up where my biggest issue happens. Now,
what is that?
Okay, you see, it's a group of people here, all with weapons against one man.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, me just being a gentleman who enjoys logic. If I see this dude snatch a bat from my homie with a Spider-Man gadget and then proceed to beat the soul literally out of the rest of my crew, I'm not going to be like, hey, I can take him. No,
we decide to go home at that point.
Yeah.
When the alternative is having to report back to somebody and being forced to cut your finger off as a show of guilty and fail. All right.
Which one? How many?
Depends how many times you screw up and how bad.
Apparently, if you cut the tip of your pinky, it can grow back. I don't know. That could be false. That was recently said in an anime that I watched, and sometimes that stuff is true, and sometimes it's just completely false.
Yeah.
She's a doctor,
that's a very
so
fair caveat.
It's true.
Please, no one do that.
Please don't test that.
But what you should do instead is type !donate in the chat and help us reach that $1,000 goal so we can also do some slot car racing at the end of this run.
Yeah, that would hurt significantly less, trust me.
Fun fact, if we get that unlocked, Bees and Cypherin get to pick my parts for the second and third race.
Oh, jeez. All right, Max. I'm here for it.
I guess my partner thought throwing a bat at an enemy was too excessive. He just stood in the way.
I love when you kick that dude, his arm went up like, ooh, I'm feeling the vapors.
I thought it was a plea for help, like, please, no more. And then you just made boom.
Stop. He's already dead.
Enough.
So, I think this is a good time to bring up that you see those guys that are like, hey, let's fight him. You don't have to fight those guys. All you have to do is trigger some kind of cutscene or go into a shop, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, he's not there. Well, time to go back and do our regular stuff. They have extremely short attention span.
I didn't want to fight anyways.
Yeah.
Too much trouble.
Oh, we got him now. Now we're going to beat him. And oh, he's helping that woman with her kid. And never mind. Let's let him go.
I just love that the stopping point is this lady whose kid lost his soccer ball in a tree.
Yep. Yeah. Which, of course, you're going to use your spider hook to get down.
What's he going to do? Just climb up in there?
Right? I mean, Joryu doesn't have the kind of muscle.
Yeah, no, if this was Kiryu, definitely he'd like run up there, kick the ball down. But
exactly,
no, Joryu is just a regular guy.
We got to call out in the story. Yeah, we got our tidy whities here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there's no perfect pure guard than pure white underwear just sitting on top of your head.
Oh, okay, we're wearing it like that. Gotcha. We're in that kind of anime.
I'm just thinking, Diary of a Wimpy Kid energy.
Ah, okay. No, I was thinking Oolong from Dragon Ball, so that's on me.
Oh, you know what? That is also a good point. I like how I was just like, I'm gonna block.
Yeah. So maybe this is just me. Dude picks up a whole bench and wipes out 4 dudes at once. I'm not gonna be like, hey, I'm lucky number 5. I can do it. No.
That was small enough. I'm not sure you could make it to the exit in time.
I'll jump off the side. I'll take 2 broken legs other than being sent to Jesus first class. No. That dude dented the car. He hit it so hard.
It's fine. That'll buff out of the car. I mean, not the dude.
Oh yeah, not his skull.
We'll just use more people to buff it out.
We'll take one of those the suction cups and put it up against his skull. It'll buff out, I promise.
I feel like here you could just get rid of dents in a car.
Don't worry, it's Joryu's natural weakness.
Men in suits?
No, Knuckles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, an actual
now he's gonna die.
This is gonna be dangerous.
Yeah. Oh.
He's getting serious.
He's really angry now. He's glowing like a glow stick until his arm's broken.
He's got his own heat actions.
Yeah. Here it is.
It's interesting.
He's about to finish
from the Judgment series, because that's the first place you see something like that.
Oh my god!
True.
Mortal wounds. I'm just like, I'm so glad Kiryu doesn't have to deal with this. And RGG said, "Hold my beer." He may not be Kiryu, but Joryu has to deal with it. I'm just like, oh, okay.
I don't know if y'all noticed that, but Pop hit that dude so hard he folded up and farted in his own face. So that's just wrong in every level.
I just love your headcanons. And
that's what you saw.
These people.
The PS4 and PS5 probably have the ability to render the farts, but I don't remember seeing it on screen. That's all I'm saying.
All I heard, once he folded, I heard a and that was it.
What if the farts are just console only? It's not
no, it comes out of the controller on the DualSense, right?
Yeah. So now you've gone and you beat the mask off this man, and he hasn't had enough.
Yep.
So
no, that only made him tougher, as it turns out. That's how these things usually go.
My mask was the only thing saving you.
The counter. How tight is the timing on that? The counter in the middle of that heat action.
Well, speaking of,
super tight on bosses, especially like him.
That's what I figured. Make it.
They don't change the window. It doesn't matter if you're on beginner or professional, which is the hardest difficulty of the game. It can be very unforgiving in some cases.
Oh, and we're gonna perfectly time that.
Nice. In the middle of a combo.
You win. Perfect. Thank you. I'm glad we were all on the same page there.
Love it.
I mean, like I was telling Cypherin, like, how can you not do that when they give you 30 seconds of this man falling?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That Matrix fall.
And unfortunately, our opponent in the Hanya mask will not be going home and being a family man. We'll see him again.
No, he's going to meet his ancestors though, so at least he'll get some family time.
You wish.
He's not going. He is fine.
Yeah, you wish. We will see him again.
Yeah,
I think he gets resurrected. That's what that is.
Yeah, and ambulance is there, and it's like, oh my god,
willed himself back to life by pure spite.
I mean, these people are summoning the technology, or people also summoning fire out of their arms. I'm not surprised if they can revive themselves.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Just anyone with superhuman abilities. Yeah, I came back.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the old, this happened to me, but people were built tougher back in my day.
Yeah.
I broke both my legs and my spine, but people were built tougher
I just walked it off.
Right.
We get sake, all sorts of good stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna need that for to help out the gamers that Pop was mentioning earlier.
Yeah,
a few people who won't give us information unless we give them what they need in return.
Understandable.
If I remember right.
He literally made the sound.
Yeah, he did.
You're not wrong.
I wonder if I can make all of them make the sound.
I can't help but wonder what the voice acting sessions for these were like. Oh no, that's good. We need you to sound like grievously injured. Can you do more injured?
I'm gonna imagine you got blood coming out of everywhere.
It's ketchup. They're in suits. They just had lunch. That's just the ketchup blowing up.
Ketchup.
Okay, so now Pop admitted Pop admitted that she's beating the ketchup out of them. So
I always said that. They're not dead.
Because all I'm saying is for these funny ragdolls, like if somebody beat me to within an inch of my life, my self-preservation method would absolutely be to go as limp and non-threatening as possible. You're not going to be able to tell if I'm gone or not unless you put your fingers to my neck.
When Pop puts her foot to someone's neck, does that count?
I don't know if you can tell someone's heartbeat from through your foot. Results inconclusive.
Another thing, just aside from the dude whooping 18 of my friends and me thinking I'm lucky number 19, if some dude's fighting us and starts glowing, I don't want that. I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, but these are all just stories until you see them for yourself. You're still gonna be here.
No, they've heard from the eyewitnesses from before of a man killing people in the street.
I didn't think anybody walked away from this stuff.
These are people that like
the passerbys
in the street.
Oh,
the passerbys, yeah.
Now we fight Gunbrella.
Yep, the spear gun parasol. Yep.
The Mary Poppins.
Yep.
The actual movie Mary Poppins or the Marvel movie Mary Poppins? I think we're a little closer to Yondu than.
Oh boy.
There you go.
I love this guy.
That's you right there, Bees. You come fully prepared, and then.
Nah, I couldn't be that. I'm too clumsy. I'm too clumsy. All of a sudden, he walks into a room and he just hears me doing the Family Guy.
There you go. That's how you're gonna help your comrade. You're gonna make Joryu sit there and watch you as you do the routine for 90 uninterrupted seconds.
Very nice there, Pop.
Here we go.
I don't know what that works.
What?
That's even worse. Pop didn't hit him with the table. Pop hit him with the essence of a table.
Mm-hmm.
I found a new heat action essence of table.
Joryu figured out how to manifest the idea of table.
Yeah. It's like when you go to throw a ball, but you drop it instead, and everybody thinks you're gonna hit them with that ball. That's what it was.
The dog still runs across the yard to get it for you. Yeah.
Pop, stop!
What?
You won't let him down. You won't let him just floating in the air.
Look, these, I don't know how to tell you. These are not like friendly. These are not competitive fights. This is all life and death.
Y'all are telling me
this is slaughter.
You can't exactly hold back.
He had caltrops. Do you know how much those things hurt? Granted,
yeah, I understand. But once the body goes limp, it's no longer a threat. So unlike the other baddies, this guy's like, no, I'm not going to sneak out of anywhere. I got my Mega Man gun. I'm going to beat you up. And surprisingly, does not do a good job of it.
I was hoping I could grab the...
There's some health missing there. He just underestimated how much damage he'd need to do by a factor of like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Just prolonging the inevitable,
he has
though.
No idea how much damage he needs to be able to do.
Yep. That poor man.
He's fine. He'll be back to work tomorrow.
That one you didn't beat so savagely.
He fought back. He had a little bit of bite. Just a little bit.
Oh, look at this nerd bringing a gun to a Kiryu fight. Wait, does he have his glasses on? No.
Nope, he's Kiryu. He is absolutely Kiryu.
That's one thing I love. It's like, hey, I'm supposed to be dead. Don't worry, fam. We got you with a brand new identity and everything. Put these glasses on, and instead of being Chad, you're going to be Brad. All right? Nobody will ever tell.
Also, we moved you across the country to like a shrine that you typically don't get to leave. That's kind of the actual like effective part. And they really screw that up by asking Kiryu to go hang out at the docks and meet some sailors. No, wait, wrong game. That's Shenmue.
And that closes out the first chapter.
Look at
Nicely
that.
done.
Very nice. Very nice.
They all did.
I was afraid he was going to keep running from me. I'm just like, oh no.
I mean, look, when you think of it, the idea that he can't have his identity figured out, if nobody can get back up to tell him that Kazuma Kiryu's here, that's probably for the better, right?
That is true.
No,
that is true.
That's true.
Yeah.
The beauty of a secret identity is if you leave no witnesses, nobody can tell it.
But also, canonically, I must say this now and at the end of every other segment of Brutality, canonically, Kazuma Kiryu has never killed anyone.
Correct.
See, you can say that all you want.
No, I don't believe that.
Oh, here we go.
Say that as much as you want.
It was literally said in one of the games in a major cutscene.
Canon and headcanon are fully allowed to disagree.
This is true.
I'm just saying, that's the same thing as like in the Spider-Man games when it's like, nah, Spider-Man doesn't kill people, yet he wraps somebody up, slams them on the ground, and then kicks them off a 6-story building.
Okay, at least in that game, I could see them twitching still. So, yeah, Spider-Man.
They are, basically, he puts them in a cocoon of web that's thick enough that when he sticks them into the side of the building, they have the 4 hours. Now, the unbelievable part is thinking that the unbelievable part is thinking that the cops will get to all of those locations within the 4 hours they have before the webbing
before they drop.
Exactly.
It's like Spider-Man. I just picture him calling like the police chief, just like, you have 36 hours. For what, Spider-Man?
At that point, Spidey basically just has like an emergency page that sends over to HQ. It's like, all right, 3rd in Maine, 8th in Maine, 8th in water, 14th in Maine.
It's random street thugs.
I think some of the names were they're already
Hey, look, one of them did what you did. What you said, you two bees. He literally just and started his life.
And as you can see, Pop takes no prisoners.
Yeah, it didn't go great for him.
Mercy.
Yeah. Oh my God. That man's nervous system was still trying to get him out after he died.
Bold of you to assume that I need to be merciless in this game.
I'm just saying that man had no fight left. He was like, I realized the error of my
Yeah, honestly, kind of a weird choice to come into a street fight without any fight in you, but
yeah, because they did start talking smack first, and then he
exactly.
Yeah.
You know, they were just talking junk. They didn't realize it was going to get physical. And say, I would like to see more of that though. After you beat like 8 of their buddies, and then they're like, "Oh, this is not a good situation. Let me just stop." I mean, it's not going to save them, but it'd just be nice to see.
If I recall, the name of the status element is actually agony.
Very descriptive.
Agony is what you put the rest of these guys in. And this is the bridge that you
yeah, this is the
Spider-Man yeet someone in.
Yeah, you can Spider-Man them and get the trophy or achievement. I want to go for a swim. But they're not going for a swim. They're taking a nap on the ground.
Underground.
Underground, 6 feet.
Okay. All right. They're clearly not dead. You saw him wiggle.
No, I didn't.
I did not. No, we didn't. We did
There's
not.
No way.
The only time he was wiggling is when he was sliding down the wall after you beat him. I don't think that counts.
Sure.
There was still movement after I stopped kicking. It counts.
Focus this guy and get him out of here.
Yep. Woo. Such skill. Such grace. Such ferocity.
And when we're not picking up a weapon, this is the DOD combo that we're doing. Is that correct?
That is correct. Although I was very tempted to pick up that knife on the ground and just stab both of them, but I'd rather not give you two any more ammunition for this. Kiryu definitely just killed all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm telling you, weapons in this series are never fatal. It just doesn't work that way.
It's just rubber bullets. He's got it all.
No, they're just prop knives. That's what it is.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we already established the whole ketchup situation.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now we're giving things away to the homeless.
Booze.
We're taking part in some charitable actions.
My young outside friend, you seem to be quite parched. Here you go.
Hey, look, they know what they're about. I respect them.
Yeah. I think it's funny in one of the games, Kiryu has to get information from a homeless camp, and one guy
that's
goes,
what I was thinking of earlier.
I don't know. You can jog my memory if you give me a little alcohol in me.
Yep. I'm too thirsty to think about helping you right now.
Yeah, I'm too thirsty to use my memory right now. I'm just like, alcohol? I understand if it was like water, because you said thirsty, but you meant that kind of thirst.
Hey, you know, how badly do you want the information?
You wanted the flavored thirst.
Now we're going into Club Heavenly. Ooh.
And we're going to select K here because he's the first option.
Yep.
It's too hard.
And we're out.
We have to skip it.
Yep.
But she's a VTuber as well.
Oh, really?
Or you got too excited too quickly and had to be escorted out.
Speaking of which, for anyone who has played the series, has anyone done the online chat minigame in 6?
Exactly what I was hoping you were asking about with Kiryu fucking henpecking the keyboard.
Yeah, it's just typing with both
so
of the index
beautiful.
fingers.
Yep.
There's what really made that memorable is someone's username in that chat is divorced 9 times, and it's the funniest. It was like, what did you do?
Dang.
Well, whatever they did, they did not learn from it the first 8 times.
No.
Well, you see, what happened was.
Steve Harvey beat.
I
think Steve Harvey would be divorced 5 times, but he's learned and gave advice.
Has he?
I wonder if divorced 9 times is gonna host a game show and start giving advice. What kind of game show would he host though? Divorced 9 times?
And live and learn.
Wheel of Fortune.
Oh yeah.
Deal or no deal.
Yeah, I was thinking of that one
that's
too.
A good one.
All right. The amazing part is that Kiryu saw that little key way across the way and was able to grab it with his little sticky hand.
Well, yeah, he's wearing his glasses.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
There you go.
He's Joryu right now. I was
yeah. Kiryu wouldn't be able to do it, but Joryu, that's who managed to get that. That's why.
Hey, speaking of things we can manage to get, we do now have a new bid war open for deciding if the last game of the evening is going to be Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield.
Ooh.
So we're going to decide which version of the game Greta Ice Vixen will be playing, and more importantly, who the rival is. Is it going to be Avery, the Psychic type trainer, or Clara, the Poison type trainer over in Sword? So that bid war is open now. You can put your donation towards that, and every donation will also get us closer to that $1,000 milestone where we'll be able to do some pocket racing in this very game.
Hey.
Let's go.
All right, what I just did there was a little side quest to get us some money because we will have to get a couple of upgrades once we head on to the Coliseum. As much as I hated the we're gonna use money to get upgrades thing in 0, it was absolutely way more manageable in this game.
Pop, what got you into the Yakuza series?
I was a young child in the game store and I saw the advertisement for the first game in the store. They were like playing ads on the TV. And I was super into, I had just gotten into watching a ton of anime that wasn't Pokemon or Digimon. So I was really into cool martial arts stuff. I'm just like, oh man, hand-to-hand combat? What is this man doing?
Oh, trying to resist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and geez, the first one probably would have been the only one that they would have put advertisements for in the likes of like a GameStop or an EB, because they put Sega put big money into that back in the day, getting an all English voice cast of like notable voice actors and some celebrities.
Yep.
And then they kind of didn't touch Yakuza again in the US for I don't know, a decade.
Yeah, at least not with the English dub. They still
Right.
I would see advertisement for it like every now and then, but like
True
seeing an ad like that, I was just like, yeah, I want this game. It was just something that wasn't I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. It was a great game, but eventually I'm just like, I'm tired of this. I need something new. I need something fresh. I was also like super into fighting games, and watching the ad, I'm like, this kind of has a fighting game vibe to it.
I think back to like Virtual Fighter and Shenmue. Whenever I see the fighting in here.
Funny enough, I played the first Yakuza game and the first Shenmue around the same time. I was like, I need these in my life. But yeah, I wasn't particularly sold on the game in like a word of mouth by thing. Like a lot of people now, they hear about the series by word of mouth. I was in the store and I'm like, Mom, I want that game.
Right.
All I needed was some good grades and to do my music lessons.
Piggybacking off Cypherin, what's your favorite?
Ooh, that's tough. Okay, so I have to split it because there's two different protagonists. Out of Kiryu's arc, for me, it is absolutely 5.
Okay. Yep.
For Ichiban, that's so tough because while I adored 7, I really loved Infinite Wealth.
I'm gonna tell him myself I have Infinite Wealth. I haven't gotten into it yet. I really need to.
I got something to admit. I was a little. I thought this was going a different way because you said since there's two different protagonists,
right?
I legit thought you were going to say Kiryu and Joryu, but
no, we're not just talking about this game.
Realize that it is not just it's not just Kiryu in this game. And we've got our glasses on, so
yeah, no, the series has had many games with multiple protagonists. Like 4 and 5 have multi-part stories, and heck, even Dead Souls plays off of that by featuring segments with a lot of different protagonists from like 3 and 4. But yeah, no, the two primary protagonists, like Pop said, are Kazuma Kiryu and Ichiban Kasuga. So
now we're in the Coliseum.
I might go. I might have to go with Infinite Wealth only because Ichiban's characterization kind of came into fullness with. How do I say this without spoiling? He met a very important person, and you really get to see how he took in that information.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, I broke the back.
So my favorite part about this fight is that you're fighting this dude.
Mhm.
You're beating the brakes off him, and he stops to get the crowd to cheer more and pump up the crowd. Truly a showman. Oh, and there goes Kiryu. Okay.
Yeah, see, we finally found Kiryu. Rumors of his
found
death
Kiryu.
were greatly exaggerated. Unfortunately, his actual death is upcoming very shortly.
Yep.
See, actual death. See,
Yep.
I'm allowed to
Oh my
play
God.
into it.
And as we know, he's using Kiryu's signature weapons, katana and gun.
Correct.
Oh,
As we all know, Kazuma Kiryu frequently kills people.
Yep.
and you put your
So,
fist to
okay.
his gut there too.
So regular face is Kiryu. With glasses is Joryu. So what is the mask? What's his name now?
He's still Joryu. He just can't do the
okay.
glasses because there are people who understand the Clark Kent the disguise. They'll see right past it. The glasses, they have the ability to see beyond the glasses.
They're wizards.
They have
Wizards.
super advanced vision to understand that he is not wearing he is Kiryu.
Okay, so
Joryu.
Pop, please explain to me how Joryu pets these kittens with a sword and not kills them.
It's just 2 little taps and it puts them to sleep.
Oh yeah, right across the carotid artery.
No, just a couple of taps and they go night night.
Yeah, for good.
Oh,
look, you broke your sword off in that last one.
So for the first one despawned. That's probably bad.
It's back.
I was worried for a minute, but I guess we just stopped paying attention.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is fake Ryuji Goda. Goda being the antagonist of Yakuza 2. So they're really playing into the fan service of everyone is here, but nobody's actually who you think they are.
Yeah. I think the fake Watase was like the funniest thing of it all because he looked, at least the other 2 looked like they were the fakes of, and then like you just have this guy like, oh, I'm Watase. I'm just like, there's no way, you're too short. They couldn't find anyone taller.
They should have done that, but had a guy that looked like Danny DeVito come in. That would have been great. And it's like you were in no way, shape, or form even remotely close to him. Oh, coming up, if you have a fear of clowns, we're getting we're getting to a point soon that you might wanna not pay attention to the stream.
Unless you want to see the clowns get beat up, it's really
great. If that helps, if that makes it very cathartic,
that
then
makes you
definitely
feel any
watch.
better. You will see them get beat up.
Yeah, if just the sight of clowns hurts, we're gonna give you the warning. But if it's a fear and you like watching them get the souls beat out of them, then we got you.
Interesting way to overcome your coulrophobia, but I understand it.
I wish that would work like that with me and spiders because I have arachnophobia, but I can't even stand like the look of them in certain instances.
I don't know that I have a problem with them in theory, but you put me in the same room as one, and I'm not here for it. I'm also not here for that. Cypherin, you want to break down what just happened there?
Yeah, basically, secondhand smoke is deadly, just like your fists. So yeah, we can light cigarettes and toss them like grenades in this game.
Agent Gadget.
Those I used a lot of.
They are great to use, and the fun thing about it is if you swap back to DoD and turn heat mode off, you can get a full bar of heat, or at least get some heat back, depending on what your unlock skills are set to.
So Kitty, wait, does he have his glasses on? No.
Nah,
So
he's
Kiryu decided to. Oh, okay. Kiryu decided to just Kool-Aid man that door.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And now we're doing a little manipulation where when you bust that door open with an item, when the fight starts, you have that item to use. Because it won't let you just walk in.
Designing, but Beans won't let me have it.
I mean, what I do have for everyone here is a welcome to our Raiders. Thank you so much for joining us at Lifeline for Linear, a mutual aid marathon raising money for fellow speedrunner LinearC, who recently became a single mother as a result of unforeseen circumstances, and is looking for help just taking care of her son Ken and the unexpected debt that life brings. We are live from now until, end of day Sunday, like 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. Eastern time every day, with a bunch of speed runs for your entertainment. If you want to know more and see what kind of incentives that you can donate towards, type !LFL in the chat.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome.
Raiders.
Now this guy's smart. He's like, I know your weakness. If I destroy the furniture, you can't beat me. But little does he know, he brought something from home.
Oh,
right. That's all right. We got plenty more.
Yeah.
But the plant life.
Now we do the same thing. Whoop-boom. Aha, you fool. You're not the first one to bring a gun to a Kiryu fight.
For anyone who's like plus 35, you think you could dodge bullets like that in real time? Yeah.
He was a brave man to reload in front of you, though, after considering everything you've done to
he was very brave for that.
Look, someone could throw the gun at me, not the bullets, and I'd still have doubts about whether or not I could dodge it.
Jeez.
I can't dodge my kids, let alone a bullet.
I mean, those two things are roughly the same speed.
Yeah. I think they're about the same speed. Kids, bullets.
If they're trying to hit me, they're super slow. But if they're sick and they want to cough in my face, lightning fast.
Get you every time.
That's interesting. So like them being sick is like a buff.
It is. Buff for them, debuff for me.
And we just got a buff to our marathon total thanks to a $20 donation from Erica Lawless.
Hey.
There's no comment there, but it does go to Pokemon Sword as the game of choice for the Sword versus Shield bid war. So thank you so much for your incredible generosity. And that does also help get us closer to our Pocket Racer milestone at $1,000 by the end of this run.
Thank you.
You rock. Now we're fighting the barbecue man. He just wants to give a little poke to Kiryu.
Now, where do you put the punctuation in that sentence? Because I feel like I'm often fighting the barbecue, man, whenever I'm out on the grill.
Well, see, this is, instead of kiss the cook, Kiryu accidentally replaced the S's with L's.
You're not wrong.
The fact that I tried to spell that in my head as like this was going on.
I asked right there with you, Pop. I was like,
Okay, all right. So the rule for host is no math. The rule for runners and commentators is no spelling.
No spelling, please.
That was a lot of ketchup that just came out the man's face.
He lost his bloodborne knife.
I feel like he doesn't use ketchup. I feel like he carries soy sauce.
So then we are admitting that we are beating the blood out of this gentleman.
And did you see how he got kicked in the face? Yeah. Where are you? What are you hiding in your nostrils? Can you hide condiments in your nostrils, Bees?
I mean,
well, you
yeah.
said knock the ketchup out of them earlier, so.
Yeah, because I punched him in the chest.
Wait, so you hide ketchup in your chest?
They're wearing
Yeah,
suits.
where else
They
are you gonna
have-
hide the packet? It's in your
Where
suit
you gonna hide
pocket.
the packets?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
exactly.
suit pocket near your chest. Yeah.
Huh.
I'm just saying it's not impossible for someone to put ketchup in their nose before a fight.
I don't know. I feel like that would burn.
You know what else burns? Getting their face drug against the concrete. Ooh, yeah.
Everything we need.
$141, and we get to play with those for real, chat.
Come on.
Get those donations in. There's also an idea in chat if you want to tell us about your favorite kind of sauce in a donation. We'll get into it.
Oh, Chipotle barbecue, absolutely, hands down.
Ooh.
Honey Chipotle barbecue, really.
Ooh.
I like it.
Sauce.
That's a culture choice.
I like sweet chili or hoisin sauce.
That's a really
Hot
good
honey all
choice.
day.
Okay, all right. You know, we're supposed to have people like put in donations rather than just offer all that information up front.
We're just getting it started. They are donating to join the conversation.
True. They could tell us theirs,
theirs,
or they could ask me for mine because I'm not going to say it unless somebody donates. Mainly because I'd have to go run to the fridge and find it. I don't remember exactly what it's called.
And then barbecue sauce itself, Sweet Baby Ray's.
True.
Oh, such a classic.
Sweet Baby Ray's has like a, what is it, like a sweet and spicy kind that I like.
Ooh, I don't think I've tried that.
I don't think I've tried that. Like, where is this something that can be store bought or?
Yeah, Sweet Baby Ray's.
Yeah. Well, specifically that variation. I think so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm up in the Northeast, so I don't know if it's like a inventory regional sort of thing.
Oh, I hope not. I hate when they do stuff like that. Like, share the wealth.
Right?
It's funny.
And so as somebody who lived in Florida for over 30 years before moving up to the Northeast a couple of years ago, I was floored by how difficult it was to find decent grits. I love grits as like a weekend breakfast. I make myself some grits with cheese, and they just like were not here. I managed to find some eventually, but it was surprising. I guess I shouldn't have been, but still.
I'm usually anti-grits. My wife hates me for it.
No, that's fair. You do you.
Yeah, the texture does throw me off.
Don't worry, you're not alone, Cypherin. I'm a creamy wheat man.
Okay.
I can do that all day, but grits,
Like,
not my thing.
Nobody for a good bowl of shrimp and grits for dinner?
It depends. It depends. I have had some good shrimp and grits, but it's like very one-off.
Not speaking of Southern favorites, I'm actually having some jambalaya right now.
Oh man!
Oh,
If y'all want some, let me know.
I did, like Pop says, share the wealth.
I could just make my own.
You're a little busy right now.
Yeah, I'll say you're still killing people here.
I don't know about killing, but it'll be a nice dish to have when I'm done.
All right, cut this bancho up and put him over some rice.
Now, even though this guy is not a good guy and is getting beat to sleep, I do want to give him a little shout out because I personally am a big fan of pompadours.
Yeah. I mean, that was the big part of the bancho style, the quote unquote badass from a certain era of Japanese culture.
Yeah.
And then the pompadour was absolutely necessary for that. Also, he's not such a bad guy.
100%.
He ends up helping you out through a lot of side content.
Yeah, he's the first one to join our team.
Oh, okay. So you beat friendship into him. Gotcha.
Correct.
Okay.
But we were just so strong. He was inspired. Okay.
Like every emotion except for romance has to be impressed upon others using your fists in this universe.
And Pop, you mispronounced concussed.
You're really not gonna let that go, huh?
What that you have? We need to go back.
That's right after the fight.
Okay. You telling me somebody with a concussion cannot speak?
How coherently are we talking?
I didn't say that. I just said speak.
How...
Okay, fair.
I said speak.
I think you got us on that one.
Yeah.
Welcome everyone to Hell in a Cell.
Yep. Remember that time when mankind fell 18 feet? This is kind of like that, but with more explosion.
And cigarettes.
And no regard to your teammates.
No, that also sounds like the Royal Rumble.
They don't
Yeah, I was like,
friendly
that's about to
fire,
say.
and it is turned on. Anytime I see someone with a sledgehammer, I'm like 2 feet away. Like that. Poor guy.
All right, he twitched for a second. He might be alive, but he did stop.
No, I saw somebody kick him. That's why he twitched.
Oh, okay.
That's not what happened.
I saw it.
That
I
was
seen
a
it.
reflex. Alright, we're doing these two to make us some money.
Round
To
2.
get the rest of our upgrades.
So you'll see Pop throw that cigarette and then turn red. That's just a really easy way to regain heat. Oh my god, what is it? The heat. There we go.
Heat.
Yeah. So
think
Pop
your
throws
state
the
has
cigarette, goes back to neutral, and then when it blows up, that gives Jordu that heat back, like fills the meter. So that you can use more heat actions and kick button take names.
Toss this out to these guys.
That man slid so far.
Yeah. Oh, he's really trying to fight back.
Well,
That's the thing we talked about earlier, Bees. He's just like, I'm going to be the lucky number 19.
you beat that man so hard he started breakdancing. He forgot what he was doing.
Look, when they say the rhythm is going to get you, that's not an encouragement. That's a threat.
Absolutely. I'm really excited about playing Pirate Yakuza because I'll be playing it next week. I'm waiting until I get my new monitors. I'll be playing on curved monitors, so I get to see Majima in 1440p curve.
Very nice.
It's gonna be a beautiful sight.
Yeah, I just did some fancy little upgrades myself. The screen I'm watching y'all on now is a look. I'm make no mistakes. This is an overkill purchase. It's a 4K 240 hertz OLED.
Ace.
And hey, treat yourself.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
Yeah.
always make the joke like I'll get that kind of upgrade for myself, but if I get married, my husband has to have it first. Future husband has to have it first, because then that just means he's gonna get me.
Rude. He'll know exactly which one to get you. Yeah.
Exactly.
You let him be the canary in the coal mine. Was it a bad purchase? You'll get something better.
Bingo.
I like
strategy.
I call it strategic spoiler. A strategic spoil, if you yes.
hop in our little taxi.
Taxis gotten expensive with each game, and I'm like, are they actually adding inflation to the game? How much realism is needed with all of the nonsense that occurs? Like the realism in the story with the seriousness, but then like the side content has all the goofiness. I'm just like, does the taxi have to be realistic too? Can that be the silly? Can we take a taxi for like $5?
Hey, it's the little details, okay?
Even some of the items that you sell in the game, unfortunately have that,
I just need y'all to know that those explosions don't start off being that forceful. This is all your upgrades and everything else that we have going on for us.
Oh,
no,
he's already dead!
Put Kiryu's attack like through the roof, so...
Yeah, for sure.
I just like how Joryu, while he was lighting a cigarette, he got shot in the chest twice and just continued to light the cigarette and lost it. Like no interruption.
Yeah, adding to the list of reasons why I do not want to fight this man. You can call me Nubs all day. I'll lose every one of my fingers. I'll look like one of the Powerpuff Girls. I don't care. I'm not gonna fight this man.
From big B's to big nubs.
Yep, real quick. But you know what you won't call me? A memory.
I was gonna say a hearse, but
yeah.
Or better yet, a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I'm not gonna lie, every time I watch Pop play this, I get so scared for the dude in the wheelchair just because I know Pop is brutal. I'm like, please
What
no.
do you mean I'm brutal? I'm not
Please
in the game. I'm not in the game.
I was like, Jordan, spare him. Spare him. But then it turns out he's working for him. So
Not that disrespectful.
hey, after all the carnage I've seen, he beat up a scraggly, almost half-dead homeless man. What do you mean?
When did that happen?
When did
It was like 2 chapters ago.
Yeah. That man was like, hello, cutie. Man weighed 60 pounds soaking wet. Cutie was like, oh, are you hungry? Well, here's some knuckle sandwiches. Why? Oh, the strongest convenience store clerk. That's a great one.
We're gonna go for Cypherin's favorite, the Golden Samurai.
Yeah. Get some of these upgrades.
Just the
boost.
We're gonna go see the store clerk first, but we're gonna pray that RNG is precious and that we get the Golden Samurai as we. Oh,
right there.
Man.
Where's the Hallelujah chorus when you need it?
Ask and you shall receive.
I like how the traffic cones have more health in this particular game. Because usually they used to be like 3 and done.
And
I love how that.
Go ahead. No, you beast.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I love how you hit that man so hard that the camera didn't know who to focus on, so it just looked at the sword.
True. What I was just thinking was, if you're wondering why we're doing stuff that feels like side content, this game as kind of a side story in the Like a Dragon universe is a little shorter by nature. So there are going to be some points at which the game gates you off from further story progression, saying, hey, it's not time for the next thing to happen yet. Go hang out around town and see what's going on before to let you come back to the story.
I feel sorry for the store clerks in here. They're like, I'm about to get off in the next 10 minutes. And you come in here.
Oh,
You get all that ketchup all over the wall.
And that's from the shelves. That didn't come from him.
I think that might have been some Taco Bell sauce.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just saying, hey, Kiryu, you just took care of that place. I got a boss, you know. I'm just saying, you might want to visit my job. We might be able to do business. Oh, look. What's going on here? Just having a nice chat?
He challenged me.
It didn't look that way. He was minding his own business on the bench.
He was talking to you. All I saw was, how are you? And then here comes Kiryu just beating the soul out this man.
We don't know that. The camera just showed them behind the building. Kiryu could have been trying to help him out.
Oh yeah, help him up with his fist.
Look, my thing is the way he was moving around on the ground. I'm not convinced that was a human person. He was moving in ways that people should not be able to. That might have been a demon.
There we go. Kiryu was Jordiu. I'm sorry, his glasses. Yeah. Jordiu was just beating the demons out of him.
Yeah. In which case, swing away.
Yeah. So all makes sense now. He was like, "Hello, sir. Is there anything I can do for you?" He was like, "Well, time to purify this man."
Oh yeah, no, I've got something for this. Just rips off his shirt.
All right, now we're on the last investigative.
What's the Japanese for "It's a beautiful day for an exorcism"?
I barely speak English. I can't tell you.
It's after hours for me to translate. I'm actually fluent, but I get
again. You are busy doing something else.
Yeah,
that's very true. I'm locked in. All right, I'm going to try to get him to fly into the air. Perfect.
Oh my god.
Thank you for participating.
What? You can't do that?
He tried to get up too.
He doesn't deserve to get up. He antagonized me.
How? What'd he do?
You saw what he
existed.
He spoke to him.
Exactly.
How dare you wear that leather jacket?
He looked at Joryu the wrong way, and it was just like, you look like this man they talked about in Kamurocho once.
Mm-hmm. Look at me in that tone of voice.
Oh, there goes the kid he was just protecting. Now you gotta beat a lesson into him. Oh, just a thud.
Right.
That was somebody's baby.
And we have more than enough money to do the rest of our upgrades, as well as the points we need to be gold to get into the VIP section.
No, maybe it was just me, but once you beat that kid and he was falling, all I heard was, "Mama, I just killed a man." Wait, what do you mean? How did you already know? She could see you. You were standing in her view. I was so sneaky. How did you know? You're standing in front of me. Ooh, hold on. They called him Kiryu, but his glasses are on.
She knows his secret.
Ah.
She's breaking kayfabe. Really not cool.
We are flying through this, Pop. You're killing it.
Mm-hmm.
True, we're already past the halfway mark, which means we have a lot less time to meet that pocket racer incentive of $1,000. If you are able to get those donations in, if you are over on speedrun.com and want to click through to join us in chat and type !donate, now would be a fantastic time to do so, because you also get a twofer. You get to help decide whether Greta Ice Fiction will be playing Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield.
This is actually one of my favorite sequences in the game.
Where you beat up all the waiters.
Okay, all right.
Hey, you want a tip? I got a tip for you.
Oh, beat up. No, I don't think that's what we're doing here. What's that? We haven't laid a fist on anyone yet.
Yeah, it's just napalm.
Why did that hit me?
Was that the explosion or?
I think that was the after effect of the explosion.
Yeah, it's super delayed.
He's looking at you like, why? Why? And now we're getting into a certain district. Sir, you didn't pay your bill. Keeps the tip. Oh. Man's body did not know he had already quit. When won't y'all learn that guns don't work against him?
Yeah, this is the first instance of using the rocket skates.
Yeah. So here's where Pop loves to say everybody's okay, but
My headcanon is that Kiryu is telling a story to his grandkids and it is overly exaggerated. He also doesn't know how to use a gun. You saw how he held the gun. I wouldn't even hold a gun like that.
And those were just ketchup packets bursting
Looking at it as
out of their
closely as I
chest.
could, one of them was in the shoulder, one of them was like in a leg, and the last one was in the gut. So that's like 1 for 3 as far as serious. Which again is more than 0, but Kazuma Kiryu has never killed anyone, so what are you gonna do?
Those all look like straight to the heart shots.
I want to know whose heart is in their shoulder. Y'all figure that out.
look, I had a cousin, all right?
No, they say you wear your heart on your sleeve. That's literally
Yeah,
right.
the heart on your sleeve, sure.
That's a good
I hate
one.
this part.
It's okay, Bees. We'll get through it very quickly.
This whole thing looks super, super unstable.
Yeah, it's
You know
squibs.
how balanced you have to be to not have that thing collapse underneath you?
Mm-hmm.
Look, Kiryu has ended games on top of like 100-story high skyscrapers outside before. That's hardly the least safe thing he's ever done.
I thought he
Oh
just
my God.
gently put down the barrel.
On that guy's arm. And you keep trying to make this man a saint. He is a savage. Who's waiting over here? Oh.
I'm gonna press the button.
All right, so now we have the one of our enemies with the clown mask. So to Pop's or Bees as mentioned earlier, if you have a fear of clowns,
Oh my God.
we torture
Well,
them.
On the one hand, it landed directly on his face. On the other hand, somehow did nothing to the mask. Go figure.
Actually, never had that happen. I actually did not know you could have it blow up on someone's face like that.
So for anyone with clown phobia, I hope this is helping.
That's for all the people with the phobia.
That man took so
And
many
if
knees.
it didn't help, the clown is gone now. So you're good.
Oh, that was dope.
Cool guys don't look at explosions moment. Love it.
That was dope. Y'all saw Pop threw that cigarette down and was like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Pop, 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 pop. Hold that real quick. What?
I'm a slow motion just to make it look cooler.
That's true skill. So as you saw, Jordy, you ran through that room and did not touch a single computer because it is canon that as an old man, he is afraid of technology. So that room just was nothing good could have happened in that room with Jordy.
That's just your headcanon.
Yep. It's such a fancy area until, well, now that it's blown up. Not so much. That man immediately fell. He was like, oh no, you got me. And he was like, no, not yet. Here we go. Warning, there's going to be lots of clowns for a while. I'll let you know when they go away. Yeah.
If you weren't scared of clowns before, you might be now. And for that, we apologize.
And here's one of the spots that I really, again, have my issue with. Because Kiryu is going to fight this dude in a Speedo and a sledgehammer. I mean, we'll see if it happens, because, goodness, Pop is moving through this so quick. Oh, goodbye. Yep, never mind. Usually, that guy might possibly get a hit with a sledgehammer on you. And Kiryu just goes, ha, that's cute. Let me keep fighting you. But unfortunately, this young man got no opportunity to do that.
Like that end, too, where the cigarette didn't actually blow you up as well. It was a nice finish.
I'm just saying, the way the bees led into that last point earlier was saying, like, Kiryu's gonna fight this guy with a sledgehammer and in a Speedo. And I'm like, yeah, Kiryu could totally do that. Kiryu could fight a man with a sledgehammer while he's wearing a Speedo. I don't see the problem.
Yeah. You get this fun little fight scene, which is amazing.
I've always loved the cinematics in the middle of boss fights in these games. Like, man, y'all make look trying to kill each other so cool. This literally was happening. Like, y'all make fighting look fun.
Yeah, someone watches a ton of Hong Kong and other similar action movies. They love these kinds of cuts.
And that hurts every time I see it.
Oh, okay, he moved back to T-pose. He's still alive, folks.
As his head is clipping through the concrete.
Yeah, but that was our first glance of the man who's been positioned as the big bad for this game, the owner of the giant boat city that we've been on a couple of times now.
Moving into chapter 4 of 5 total chapters here. If you still want to get that bonus pocket racer, there's still some time.
True, and we did have help in the form of a $25 donation from Momo with the comment, Kazuma Kiryu has never killed a man. That Joryu guy, though. Here's to pocket circuit racing, an incredibly serious hobby, definitely for adults and not for children. Thank you for all those very valid, insightful, and true points, Momo. Appreciate you.
Oh. And you'll notice the drones again, but this time they're coming after Kiryu. And if you touch them, they explode on hit. Yeah. Oh. And now he's gonna steal some pain.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely had like a Lex Luthor moment.
That's getting very confused about whether we mean Kiryu or Joryu.
It's all about the glasses.
Well, if we're around Akame, they know he's Kiryu. But out in public, he's Joryu. For now. But like right now we're Joryu.
So many rules for this secret identity thing. I'm just not sure I can do it. I am told I look good in glasses.
We're Kiryu. It's so weird. Cause he I mean, granted, they know he's Kiryu, but they call him Joryu.
Man changes identities like most people change underwear.
Speaking of,
I think his favorite covert name was from 5.
Bees, do you have to take a second to go change?
No, I was just talking about how he changed his underwear a lot in this run.
I think that was just the ones at the beginning.
Oh, he had the tidy whities and then the old school tidy whities.
Old school tidy whities.
Very good, thank you.
You didn't see the swap from the old school and new school tidy whities because they really don't look that much different on Kiryu.
Wait, did Joryu just die? Oh, okay, he's back up, but
I blew myself up. He was on the ground. He was like, I'm gonna take a nap.
He just really wanted to show off his shoes.
If you're actually going through the game, you get to play through a good chunk of the mini games in this little sequence. But we're skipping them because the game lets us skip them.
Putt action.
Actually use this sequence to get most of the trophies I needed. I have platted this game. I typically don't speedrun a game if I don't know it inside out. I do my own routes.
Let me tell y'all from experience, Pop is a master of routing.
I respect it. Yeah, no, like that's part of the reason I play the games I do, which is a lot of brawlers and roguelikes, is because you don't really have to fully sketch out what a route looks like. Yeah, that's exactly my level of accessibility for a speedrun.
Amen. That's why I got a Big B's beat 'em up block, because I just go left to right or right to left.
I hear that. Occasionally up and down.
Yeah, but Pop's routing skills, masterful, legendary.
Yeah, to add to that, Pop routed River City Girls 2 for us.
Yep.
Nice.
Helped us get a co-op world record in the game.
Hell yeah.
With my sacrifice at the end, saving us all. Pop may say I would say they may say it's a little different, but I like to think that I gave that noble sacrifice for us to get to the end.
This poor man lost all his cronies immediately. And
Don't
now
smoke,
he gets
or whatever that true commercial said.
That man tried to dab but disappeared.
Another funny thing, canonically they can see Kiryu glowing like that, by the way.
See?
that
Well,
was confirmed in 5, which is partially why 5 is one of my favorites.
Yeah. I'm sorry, a dude starts glowing, I'm not fighting him.
So we are in fact torching their souls.
Yeah.
And they feel every part of it.
Every
dead,
single part.
But
they wish.
Yes, they are.
Aw.
Oh no, I just realized something. All right.
Go on.
I need y'all to just take a seat here on this ride with me.
I'll do that, but in exchange, I get to talk about incentives and all that other cool stuff once you're done. Deal?
100% deal.
All right, do it.
So, Kiryu or Joryu, whoever it is at the moment, has all this glowing magical power when they fight, right? And Pop is swearing that they do not kill when they fight. So my only in this game, Joryu has fought a lot of people and quote unquote recruited them to fight with him.
Yep.
Where therefore afterwards they just follow, as one may call them NPCs.
Not considerably more or less NPCs than they were before. Go ahead.
Now, all I'm saying is, what's the difference between this and a necromancer?
Financial remuneration. Here you pays people to work with them.
I don't see any money exchanging hands. I see butt whoopings and then following.
I said that earlier they were being revived, so that
exactly.
I think that fits.
All right, I feel the both of you.
I don't know why I thought Beans was gonna go somewhere else with that, but I was not.
It makes perfect sense to me.
All right, so my turn. We've got $116 left to go to meet that pocket racer incentive. Y'all got maybe half an hour for that. We also have, you can get a twofer on the sword versus shield bid war. Figure out who your rival is going to be when Greta Ice Vixen runs that. And I'm also going to press production, who I think is still working on pulling the trigger on this. But I'm going to force their hand by saying we also have an incentive for Echoes of Wisdom to get the quest to go have Zelda pick up the cat outfit. So as soon as that's open, get those donations in and you can put them towards that as well. Every donation will go towards multiple incentives. Whatever you donate towards, if you use the add incentive button as we check out, plus that milestone for Pocket Racer, for Pocket Circuit. So please consider getting those donations in just as soon as I have word that that Echoes of Wisdom incentive is open.
Pop is just laying down pain on everybody. And you see we're using the same tactic, tossing a cigarette out and getting our heat back immediately. Just conserving resources. Oh my God, you don't touch the soup. Does not understand the rules. Well, oh, I thought you were about to hit him with it. I was like, he learned his lesson. And as you see there, the friendly fire did get in our way of us using our plant.
It's not every day you get smacked with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
A friendly one.
I mean, friendly or not friendly, it's gonna hurt the same.
Yeah.
All right, I do have confirmation that Echoes of Wisdom cat costume quest is open. That is a $100 incentive target that we're looking to meet. And remember, anything that goes to that or the Sword and Shield bid war will also get us closer to Pocket Circuit racing.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All fantastic stuff. Oh, we still got another clown.
But not for long.
Dan Brody, my man's got a name like a loser of an undercard fight on every weekly WWE event.
Did anyone see the AEW event that they had with like a Dragon Gaiden when it came out?
No.
I actually have an image saved from the event where they used the bike in the middle. It's one of my favorite memes to use now. You know, it was a super awesome collab that they did. I was just like, yeah, no, RGG absolutely loves wrestling. And I like wrestling, so it works out.
Always got to get some rest, you know. Can't just go around beating up an entire city worth of people on, you know, no sleep.
Not with that attitude.
Oh yeah, I mean, I know me. I'll end up like throwing a punch and falling asleep mid-punch.
Most players Kiryus are just absolutely mainlining stamina and what is it? Nourishment of the Sea King, and also lots of like grilled fish.
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually makes you more tired. Maybe it makes you more tired.
Well,
I don't think I thought that all the way through before I said something.
I feel like Kiryu has to crash out at some point. All those energy.
Well, yeah, like your staminans and those sorts of things are actually based on like, isn't that more or less supposed to be like a vitamin supplement drink thing? And it's like, it's not necessarily energy drinks in the traditional American sense. Or am I telling tales here?
It's a mix between the two. I think if it's the ultimate version, that's where the vitamins come in, because you know, it's the good stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I thought I remembered hearing they were marketed more as like a health supplement rather than. But I guess that's true of energy drinks in the U.S. as well. Well,
yeah,
you put the taurine and the B vitamins in there, and you can claim it's good for you.
Yeah, there are some healthy energy drinks in the U.S., which is more akin to what they're drinking in these games.
Gotcha.
Now, I actually do not know what it would be like if they had Red Bull. It would absolutely crash out.
Grab a can of Boss Coffee and a can of Red Bull. Really make some mistakes.
Oh, I have a question, Pop. So you have these, let's just call them allies. We know they're really minions, but let's call them allies just for the sake of it. I know in Skyrim, if you have a ally, a friend with you, and you hit them too much, they will turn on you after telling you, hey, stop hitting me. Is that a possibility for your allies in this?
No, Kiryu's too lovable.
Gotcha.
Also,
yeah, everyone except for Doors.
Kiryu.
I mean, he's already beat the soul out of him once.
Our attack is high enough so we can just Shadow the Hedgehog our way through some of these guys.
Now, this definitely won't happen while doing the speed run because you are just a master of clearing rooms. But if you're playing the game normally and you're in these fights and they take a little too long, is it possible for your partner to lose all their health and like just get knocked out or despawn?
Oh, yeah, they get absolutely washed on professional if you're not killed.
And like, yeah, is that just it for them? Or do they like respawn in another room or like after the battle?
Honestly, because I was fighting for my own life in professional with some of the fights, I'll have to get back. I'll have to do another professional run to tell you.
No problem.
But yeah, I've absolutely seen them get just slaughtered in professional. They're typically fine on like the 1v1s like this one, but you know, earlier when we were just, you know, perusing the town,
yeah,
they've absolutely been just, it was very sad.
Why do you haymaker every door instead of just opening them?
He's running.
Oh, okay. Why not, you know, like kick them open or, you know, Kool-Aid Man?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, have you ever tried to body check your way through a door if you don't know if it's open or closed?
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
It did not end well.
Well, I guess that's on me for not knowing the answer to that question before I asked it.
I most certainly have, and it did not end well at all.
Yeah, I'm right there too. Sad to say. It's like, what's wrong with y'all? It's like, well, I mean,
look, it went better in my head, okay?
wow.
Oh my goodness. Hey, baby.
Bring all the doors.
A door's natural enemy.
No
Georgia.
drinks left behind.
Got this guy again. Oh no, not the noogie knee.
I like how the room wasn't on fire until you did the heat action there.
Too much heat.
Yeah, I'm thinking
It
so.
just brings Beez's theory, necromancer theory, to life.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, the life. I get it.
Ba-doom.
Oh, I was not trying to make a pun.
I didn't think so, but it was there. It had to be made.
I love a good accidental pun.
My favorite thing is the dude standing at the door watching this happen.
And
Toasted marshmallows.
If you look at some frames, he's just eating the s'mores.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from everything you've been telling us, that's you, Bees.
Yeah.
You aren't going to be the one mixing it up. You're going to be the one hanging by the door.
You dang right. Final chapter. The man who erased his name.
Final chapter, chat. Final chance to get in those $116 if you want to get in some pocket circuit racing. If you want to help us meet that Echoes of Wisdom Cat Quest incentive, or if you want to decide whether we play Pokemon Sword or Shield. Those things are all within your power. Exclamation point donate in the chat. Come join us from speedrun.com's front page. Click through, join us on twitch.tv/LinearC and make a donation. $10, $5, $3. It all makes a big difference.
Yeah, and much to Happy by Three's point, yeah, that pocket racer is awesome. It is such a cute little amazing little racing game. You got to see the announcer; she's super into it, and it's overall a lot of fun.
I will say, out of all the games that has it, this one is probably my favorite instance of it. Because of how the announcer is.
Yeah.
That, and it's easier to get it's more forgiving to get all the parts in this one than in like Zero. We have the final cutscenes for building up to the fight.
This is where it all comes together, people.
don't say that like you've been able to follow the story.
Oh, 100% have. I mean, granted, it's not the right story. It's just stuff I've been making up in my head because I have never played a Yakuza game in my life.
I feel like you would like them.
I probably would. They look fun.
Not fun.
Actually, don't even know if I think I have one. I don't know which one.
And they're available on like the PlayStation Plus and Xbox Game Pass, those sorts of things all the time. So if you're subscribed to something, if you've been a member of any sort of platform with like loyalty bonuses for long enough, you do probably have one sitting around somewhere.
I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting him to be like right there to the first thing. But in my old route, I used to use agent style heat mode to get that bar down, but then I was like, wait, I can just, you know, knuckle my way to get his HP down the way I needed to be and get here immediately. It was actually a nice time save.
Now, in the many instances of Kiryu not killing people, you see him just attacking a man with a pickaxe. You know, canonically, one of the world's safest tools.
Well, this one, he deserved it just because he is a bona fide zombie. He keeps coming back.
Yeah.
Hey, you see the thing over his eye.
I know he's a pirate, right? Like the new game.
Ah.
Well, he's not anymore.
Was that this game's version of walking the plank?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Woo! Oh, finished the stragglers off. Ooh. So now Pop's gonna be a rocket man, clearing the rest of these guys out. Hey, wasn't that guy your teammate a second ago?
Yeah, he's not a happy camper right now.
I with my face getting that, I understand.
I told you we'd be seeing him again.
Ooh.
Oh God.
He did get right back up there.
Yeah, you flipped that man so hard he headbutted his spine.
And we're giving him like
spine.
that was literally a second helping of exactly what happened at the beginning of this run.
Yeah.
It did not go any different for him this go round.
I've learned, I've improved, I've gotten strong. God. How you gonna ask for so many butt whoopings? Like, you already lost multiple times, and you're like, you know what? 15th time is a charm.
Hey, look,
by this point, everybody was supposed to call it quits.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm afraid everybody is now kung fu fighting, and only Joryu here is fast as lightning. So that's going to turn out pretty bad for everybody else.
I mean,
Meanwhile, we have
that it was a little bit frightening.
Yeah, more than a little bit in some people's cases. We have to protect the dissolution of the Omi Alliance, which has ultimately been the goal of the people that Joryu's been on the side of this whole game, and that involves a whole lot of beating the Sanal out of people. So, with y'all's permission, while we do that, I would just like to go over what people can donate for one more time. You let me know.
Please do.
Okay. All right, so we are currently at $884 raised for LinearC, an amazing person, a member of many speedrunning communities, a pillar of like Lady Arcaders and Frame Fatales, an amazing runner in her own right. We'll be running at the end of this event, so stay tuned for that. Tune back in. But right now we are at $884 raised. We want to get that up to 1,000, so there is more money for her and her son Ken to pay for unexpected complications of recently becoming a single mother, to pay for debt, to pay for the realities of life, because there are a few things more expensive in this world than being a single parent. So if you are able to do that, !donate in the chat. It makes a world of difference, and we have things we can give back to you, because if you can get that money in now before this run ends, you get to watch some pocket circuit racing. And if you are able to do it during the next run, there is an Echoes of Wisdom incentive open for the cat quest, where Zelda will dress up and perform the rest of the game when dressed as a kitty cat. And there's also a bid war for Pokemon Sword versus Shield. So if all the things that I've said have not enticed you to donate, I don't know what will, but we appreciate your time and attention all the same. It makes a lot of difference just being here with us. You're the reason why we're doing all this in addition to Linear. So please, if you are able to, consider hitting that donation command in the chat, heading through to the link, and making sure to apply your donation to any of those open incentives. Now it's time for a knife fight.
Now we're at everybody's favorite part, where just fighting isn't enough. Now we have to get half-naked fighting.
Yeah, I mean, Majima showed up. That always ratcheted up the tension.
There you go.
Majima's here. Yeah, friends old and new from, God, I don't even know how many different games.
Yeah, we're gonna clear out this little pavilion area here, because they did not ask for permits to have this guy out there. But we're gonna take care of things that way. Wow, pop out here talking, I don't know, he's good, but we got a shotgun out here.
It's like, wow. He's staring at out his corpse. Light cigarette. With that hands. He's our favorite E combo here.
Oh, no, I was about to say it clears out. Now it clears. And with that taken care of, it's time for the final boss fight.
So if y'all were saying anything during that, yeah.
Okay, we were actually just talking about that behind the scenes, and we're like, is that just us, or it's like I could still, I could watch your video in perfect quality, but I was hearing Bees and Cypherin talking. It was like,
I was so scared.
Oh no!
Did I blow up the stream again?
No, it's all good. That was all on Discord. I watched the stream latency for the voice call go from like 20 milliseconds to like 1800. I'm like, oh, that's bad. Is that me?
Also, it was on all our ends then? Okay.
Yeah. Nobody could hear anybody else for the last 30 seconds or so there.
Oh no.
I actually had this game blow up on me in the middle of an event. I think it was the Unity Guild event. Funny enough, it was from an explosive cigarette. Secondhand smoking is dangerous, folks.
Yes, it is.
Oh man, that's awful, because I actually broke down and told everybody about my my history, what brought me here, and I opened up for the first time in years, and
all that amazing Bees lore. Here we are.
Yeah,
the pearls before swine. That's just how it is sometimes, my friend. Sorry, Pop, you were saying. That is true.
Music is amazing.
It is.
Probably one of my favorite themes in this game.
Woo! No matter what he does, he just gets all these free helpings. He gets all these free helpings in the lasagna. And of course he doesn't learn. Kiryu literally Yeah, literally broke the first
the
one.
knee lasagna? Really?
Oh, of course. My
We
man's
can't
got
get
an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Lasagna for 2025. We're just this knee lasagna is just like a Dragon Gaiden, so it's knee lasagna Gaiden now.
Hmm.
Or like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who made knee lasagna.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now he thinks he's bad, even though Kiryu literally whooped him, beat the sword out of his hand, broke the sword, and then still continues to beat him senseless.
Kind of funny story. Casually playing through this, this is a long fight. If you're playing it casually, you aren't fully powered up. You don't have all the right plans to take Shishido down as fast as you can. 8 minutes, maybe 10. We get up to the last segment that's going to come up in a little bit here, where we're fighting on a rooftop. I go for a heat action, and like it whiffs. He gets into his heat action and kicks me off the building, and I have to redo this whole section.
Oh no!
That did not feel good.
That's an insta kill.
Oh my god! See, now you got me wanting to experiment just to see how it happens. I'm gonna put it on I'm gonna load up a save file from like right before this moment, put it on professional, and see if I get kicked off the building. You shouldn't have told me that.
Yeah. I don't know if it was like because I ran out of health, so it ragdolled me over the edge, but that's what I remember happening.
Oh no!
Oh, you know what? That might be his one-shot move, because they started doing that a lot with
True.
From Like a Dragon 7. Actually, no, with Lost.
Oh no!
No. Judgment and on the peak of charm.
Think we're still going here.
Yeah.
Alright, we're back. We're still 3 Discord hours here. No, am I wrong?
No, it is killing me.
And it's time.
Jeez, that's time.
Are we back?
Yes, Discord
we're
had
back.
the common decency to come
We're
back to
so
normal
back.
as the run ended.
Are we back now?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
did it?
No.
Okay.
There we go.
Also, what is the time? I want to say that I PB'd, but I don't know what the time is.
Hair under 146. I think the timer stopped a little bit late. Probably like a mid to high 145.
Because my time is 146.
Nice.
GG.
Hey, love it.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think it's probably like a 145, 50, like a real low 50 something.
Oh man. I'm until
Way
the
to go.
credits play through.
It's all good.
We'll blame that
All right,
on
friends.
Discord too.
Look, friends, while you can still talk to each other in Discord, tell us where we can find you. Tell us what you're about. Tell us what streams and what we can expect to see there.
I'll let my co-host go first because I have quite a bit to say in a little time.
All right, we'll go in reverse from how we were introduced. So you can find me at twitch.tv/Cypherin. You can also find me here, continuing in the marathon, helping to provide commentary for Team NT Shredder's Revenge tomorrow, as well as taking part with certain Yakuza Bees in Double Dragon Gaiden on Saturday morning.
Oh yeah.
Take it away, Bees.
Hello again, I am Bees, your happy, helpful harbinger of hype. You can catch me on my stream, big_bees. I do a lot of variety stuff. Check out my podcast, which is a Digimon actual play. It is Across the Plains Digiverse. Wonderful story, wonderful acting. It is just all around phenomenal. I can't think of anything else because I've been pressured and now I can't think. So thank you very much for having me here, and check us out tomorrow, like Cypherin said, for our TMNT commentary, and Saturday morning for our Double Dragon Gaiden run. Thank you very much, and go Pop.
Hi, thank you to my lovely co-host and to my lovely host tree. It was a pleasure having all of y'all. You can find me live on both Twitch and YouTube at PopNoTarts. I typically multi-stream. You can find me doing a variety of different charity events with Sega themselves, as well as some other organizations throughout the year. I'll actually be doing a little watch party for an Arxis fighting tournament on Sunday with Guilty Gear Strive on the Switch. So if you want to, take a break during a run and see some more fist-to-fist action, or maybe some guns and guitars, feel free to stop by.
And that's the smell of the game. No, sorry. I don't know why I felt like that would be an appropriate way to end this whole thing. No, seriously, this was an amazing run. Thank you to all three of you. If you would like I mentioned, if you want to see more of Bees and Cypherin, just keep your peepers on this stream. And Pop has gotten that shout out in chat, so please go follow and check out more of what she's up to. Thank you so much to all three of you. This was a ton of fun. But the good times don't stop. There is more Lifeline for Linear coming right up, so please stay tuned. We will be right back with more runs, including but not limited to Balatro. See you in just a minute. All right, my friends, thank you for staying tuned to Lifeline for Linear. If you've been here as long as I have, make sure to take care of yourself. It's been a long day, but it has been a lot of fun. It's been my honor to be here with you. This is the end of my hosting block, but I will be back for commentary, for running, and for work behind the scenes. So unfortunately, you're not available to be rid of me yet, but instead, you're definitely going to be trading up when I get off the mic, because the next person who's going to be hopping on is our other host coordinator, Chibi Carrera. They are fantastic. I hope you will be as kind to and appreciative of them as you have been of me. Thanks so much and have a great night.
Good evening, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to Lifeline for Linear, Day 1. I'm Chibi Carrera, and I'm so excited to be taking over as your host today. Let's give one last GG, one last round of applause to ateatree, and also say happy birthday. Thank you so much for your hosting earlier. You are an incredible person, and I hope that you've had a wonderful birthday. We love you all so much. We are currently getting ready for Balatro, which, fun fact that I just learned recently, today is also Balatro's birthday. So Balatro launched 1 year ago today. Can y'all believe that? So now I want to know, either in the chat or in your donations, which one is more important to you, Balatro or ateatree? Y'all can tell me. And I won't tell anyone else on what you say. It's fine. I completely understand. Whatever that you want to say, whatever you want to know. Y'all, we have so far raised $884 for Linear. Y'all are doing absolutely incredible on our first day. You did amazing yesterday in our pre-show. That was so much fun to watch and be part of. Did you know that we can make number go up? We currently have a bid war open for Pokemon Sword versus Shield. You, with your donations, you get to choose which game Greta Ice Vixen is going to be playing. So Greta can either play Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield. So personally, I'm just going to throw my personal hat into this ring here. I played Pokemon Sword. No. Wow, all right. I'm already messing up here. I played Pokemon Shield. My husband played Pokemon Sword. I loved Pokemon Shield, so I want to see Shield being played. However, dog holding sword is pretty cool too. So you get to choose exactly which game is going to be playing. And so far, right now, as a quick update for that, Pokemon Sword is winning at $45. And my favorite version, Pokemon Shield, is sitting at $0. Can you believe that? Y'all, can we please get some donations in for Shield so we can see Shield Dog? When you donate towards that incentive, so make sure that you're choosing, that you're scrolling all the way to the bottom when you donate, and that you're choosing that bid war. But when you put your money towards that bid war, you are getting a twofer here, because your donation is also going. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, while I get my brain together. Did you know we also have an incentive open for Echoes of Wisdom? You can obtain, or you can make our runner obtain and wear the cat costume. It's what it says on the tin. We're going to dress Zelda up as a cat. And I think that's going to be really cute. I think it's going to look great. And I think that's something that I really want to see. We need $100 for that. So, like I said earlier, when you donate, scroll all the way to the bottom, make sure that you hit add incentive, and then choose to either get Zelda into a cat costume or put it towards our bid war to choose if you want to play Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield. We are currently still setting up for Balatro. Apparently, I've been told that I can't make people choose. It's going to be a great time. We love Balatro, Balatro, Balatro. However you say it. Totally up to you. We'll be back in just one quick second while we get that set up. I love you all. Stick around. We're in for a good time.